Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records. I want to talk about Foreigner. Foreigner has been a long time classic rock staple on the touring circuit. In recent years, founding guitar player Mick Jones has bowed out of touring because of his battle with Parkinson's disease. And Foreigner has been on a kind of farewell tour for a couple of years. And now they're saying that it's no longer a farewell tour and that they will continue. And, Kelly Hansen's been in the band for, I think since 2005. He is now going to step away from the band. And guitarist Luis Maldonado has been, playing guitar and doing some backup vocals since 2021. He's taken over as lead singer. And, again, longtime bassist Jeff Pilson, formerly original member of Dokken on bass, been in Foreigner forever. I mean, he's been in Foreigner since 2004, so 21 years. They have long-term members that have been playing. Michael Bloomstein has been in the band on keyboard since 2008. Bruce Watson on rhythm guitar and lead guitar since 2011. Chris Frazier on drums since 12. Again, Maldonado since 21. Kelly Hansen stepping down. Maldonado's taking over as vocalist. They're no longer going to suggest that this is a farewell tour because, let's face it, and Mick Jones is still considered a current member, but he hasn't toured with the band in really a few years now. They have a lot of momentum coming off of their 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, and let's face it, there's still an audience. And you slowly wean away Mick Jones from the touring as the one and only original member, and they're obviously realizing, hey, we have his blessing. He's still chairman and CEO of the band and the company. He's got their blessing. Or they have his blessing. Lou Gramm has been sitting in occasionally with the band on their most recent South American tour. Pilson says this: there's just a lot of forward movement, and the band is incredibly excited. What just started off as a farewell tour ended up being Kelly's last tour, and the band's moving forward. I have no problem with this. This is what we're going to get in the future. I just posted a video about Marshall Tucker Band having a toy factory project featuring original drummer Paul Riddle and Marcus King and Charlie Starr and Oteil Burbridge rounding out a cast of characters. Marshall Tucker Band, the actual band, is now touring with no original members. Many bands have done that and are doing that. That's what we're going to have in the future. We're going to have these bands that are owned by an entity or maybe a retired member, and ultimately owned by whoever is fronting these bands. I recently saw Molly Hatchet. No original members there. Blue Oyster Cult's got 2 founding members in the band. I could see them going on as good as they are live still. You name the band, Leonard Skinner. They're talking about going in the studio, doing a new album. Johnny Van Zant's been there since '87, but Gary Rossington's dead. I think that this music needs to be celebrated. I think there's an audience to see that music. I don't think people care. I think people my age and up care if there's original, but I just bought tickets to see Kansas. I'm taking my brother to see Kansas. 38 Specials opening up. Jefferson Starship's on the bill too. Paul Kantner's dead. Grace Slick's retired. Marty Ballin is dead. They're opening up. Kansas has just one member in the band that's original. Williams. Why can't I think of his name? Damn it. Man, I'm so mad. I guess my point is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in these bands. Ronnie Platt is the singer of Kansas now. And, he's fantastic. And he's better than Steve Walsh could be at this advanced age. So why not go ahead, and it's Rich Williams, of course. Phil Ehart had a heart attack. So Rich Williams is the only original member of Kansas left. Phil Ehart had a heart attack. Was it last year? He's not touring with them any longer. So you bring in a Ronnie Platt on vocals, Joe Dennison on violin, and Tom Brislin, and you have a great version of this band that's going to take you into the future. Foreigner's obviously no longer going to just say it's a farewell, because that's not fair either if you're going to go on forever. Good for Jeff Pilson. It was a smart move when you joined. Taking over there on bass and carrying that band as a leader, and carrying it in the future for people to hear those songs done by somebody that was in the lineage of the original band. Allowing Lou Gramm to do 4 or 5 songs a night, that'd be smart until he can't do it anymore. I'm sure Kelly Hansen will go off and do his own version of Foreigner too. He'll do the casinos and the small arena package tours with the Alda Novas and the other bands. I'm seeing BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive, this summer. There's going to be no Turner. Just Randy Bachman. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I think it's all great. Do the music as well as it can be done. Celebrate this great music. Dead and Company. Stadiums. Multiple nights at the Sphere. All you got is Bob Weir's original. Mickey Hart didn't join until 68. And, Mickey Hart's not doing the heavy lifting in that band, by the way, at all. And it is what it is. Check out my channel. We talk only about great music every day. Peace out. See ya.